57. Okay, I started my yeah. I started my recording for whenever you're ready. Yeah, it's 57.
Okay, I did. Okay.
Claps.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Most Best Podcast. I am Jack, your co-host for today, joined by the host for today, Light. Light, why don't you tell everybody what we're talking about and doing in this week's episode?
So what we are doing is we are actually going to be making a tier list of every single Lego game that there is. So we got all
Yes.
57 games here, starting from Lego Star Wars. I need to actually start recording my thing. Okay, all good. Starting from Lego Star Wars, the video game that was released back then sometime, and all the way to the Skywalker Saga, which was released like a year or two ago, and reviewing.
Are we going to go in the order they were released in, or just the order they are on?
We could go on the order that was on, but I do want to start with Lego Star Wars and Lego Star Wars 2.
Okay. And should we show all of them what the different tiers are? So we have never played.
Yeah, we have never played.
I'm assuming
F tier, D
tier.
C. It's not gonna copy all of it. B, A, and S. Supreme tier, and then we also got poop tier for you legends out there.
I think though we should change some of the names if possible for the tiers.
Okay. What do you think?
We need to make S the most best tier.
True. I don't even know how to edit this.
Well, we'll just call it that. Oh, did you get it?
I think so. I have my.
You swapped. Wait. You swapped A and S around.
I have my Opera GX set on forced dark mode, so I cannot see any of the icons. There we go.
Oh, I don't have my Alpha GX set to that. I don't believe.
Most best tier? No. It's right in the thing. Tier.
Just do. Yeah, there we go.
Most best tier, and since our crown has blue in it, and so it's visually striking, it's gonna be blue.
Boom. And then we can leave everything else the way it is.
Yeah, everything's
honestly.
Good. So.
Alright, so let's start from Lego Star Wars.
Lego Star Wars, the video game, the first Lego game ever created that was like in the vein that we have now. There were like other like PC ones before, but this is the first one that is like any of this stuff before. So just because it's that, and it also this game introduces something that a lot of the other Lego games don't really do, and it is timed attack combos. So if you press a button and press another button at the right time, it will do another combo attack, and if you do that at the right time, it's going to do an even stronger finishing blow. This is copying the prequel trilogy of movies, only the best movies. The episode 3 levels are so cool. The final level where you're fighting Anakin Skywalker as Obi-Wan is so amazing, and there's so many blue studs in it. I think this game is an easy A tier.
So I've never played it all the way through.
Okay. We also do got the complete saga down here too, which combines both games.
I've never played Lego Star Wars all the way through. I had it for my DS way back when. And I played through like the first like 3 levels, I think.
Yeah.
But after that, I never, like actually played it. I have heard from people I've talked to that it was a good game, but it was also like really difficult.
It's fine. I 100% of the game in like 20 hours.
Did you?
Lego Star Wars.
Okay. I say I say you could probably put it as A as well. I think it's probably
Probably deserved.
yeah, I probably deserved that. Like I said, I haven't played it, but I'm not gonna. I've heard a lot of good
Hmm.
things about
I
it.
am looking.
Um, I actually
I
I actually have a order, like the a thing pulled up of every single um like of the order all like games were released in. So we can go by that
okay
if
if
you
you
want.
want to. I got the. I'm trying to pull up the gameplay for the Game Boy Advance version of the game just to see how different it is, just so we have a place to rank it. Cause I don't have a Game Boy Advanced. Probably gonna reject all that. I don't care. Let's just skip to a random point in the long play. Oh god. Oh, okay.
Oh dang, that looks so bad.
This is okay for a Game Boy Advance, but yeah, no, this is where is it?
Okay,
That's
so
like D tier at most.
but we're not ranking the Game Boy Advance one. Also, I lost. You stopped
I stopped
streaming.
streaming.
So
What?
yep.
I thought I was streaming. Okay,
You are screen
I am
recording,
screen
right?
recording. Yeah.
Okay, good. You're good. Okay. So is that like that's Lego Star Wars Game Boy
Yeah,
Advance?
Lego Star Wars game.
It's the same
It's
game,
the
but
same
for Game
game,
Boy.
just on the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, that looked purely based off it just being the same game. It looks terrible.
Yeah.
Putting it D. Um, next we have Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. It came out in 2006.
Okay. Do you have um any history with this one either?
I do not. I don't have any history or much history at all with any of this.
Okay,
Lego
so
Star
this
Wars
is just a
games.
me episode. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. No, we'll get into some later games that like I loved and I played nonstop. But for right now, yeah, it was
Okay,
just
I see.
the Star Wars ones. I was never really
Okay,
into.
so Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, has probably the most boring opening levels ever. You are exploring
Mm-hmm.
Tatooine and trying to get a hold of the kidnapped uh uh droids. Forgot their names for a sec. C3PO and R2D2. You're basically like the first opening levels is like you go into the giant Jawas robot moving thing, take them back, do a boss fight or something. But then once you get into the Death Star, I think the game really picks up. You got the whole entire level where you're Princess Leia and some random dude. I think it's like a stormtrooper. I forgot. That one's an alright level. I do like though Luke Skywalker getting the lightsaber. That was actually pretty based and cool. Uh,
Okay. I said okay.
But honestly, I have not played this game enough to say because I've only played through A New Hope.
Do you want to put it in the never played
Well,
category?
I don't want to say I never played it, but I think that is the most fair thing to say. Now,
Yeah, because I have legitimately
I
never
have
played
it.
it.
I just never played it. Now, on the other end, I can't believe I'm about to confess this. Where is it? Where is it? I literally saw it here. I have played Lego Star Wars 2 on the Game Boy Advanced.
What about on the DS?
It goes kind of in a C. It's not good, it's not bad. The DS version,
What about the DS version?
the DS version, so I was actually just playing it the other day. I think it's inside my DS right now. It's not. Um, so this is interesting. This almost takes after the game, and it's like really accurate. But I feel like this game right here is useless because of one of the later games we will talk about. So I'm going to be putting it in F.
Okay. Next, we have Lego Star Wars: The Complete
So this
Saga.
is a game out. Sorry, I thought this game came out later. Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga. Whatever I put them, it just goes at the very top.
Which came out in 2007.
Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga.
I've heard a lot of things. I've heard a lot of good things about
Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga takes Lego Star Wars, the video game, Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy, combines them into one game and adds more content. As you can tell by the box art, where it has like Luke Skywalker swinging next to his dad, but younger, and Obi-Wan just there with the Ewok, and then Darth Maul and Darth Vader's in the background, the two best villains. This game is an easy S tier, and also this paved the way.
Oh, that's A. That's A, not S. But yep.
This paved the way.
There we go. There we go.
For me, creating episode 1. This kind of paved the way for it, because if you guys didn't know, if you guys go into the extras and watch the trailer for the next game that comes out, the next game that comes out is actually Lego Indiana Jones. So to promote that game, if you watch the trailer inside the game, you unlock Indiana Jones as a playable character.
Bro, I didn't know that.
So I think this game is easy S tier, just for that alone. And also just better.
Yep. The most best tier.
The most best tier. I forgot about that. Lego Star Wars for the DS, though. This game is honestly a very faithful adaptation of the complete saga, and this is the reason why it makes Lego Star Wars 2 useless on the DS. It's because it's on the DS and it is the same game plus more. I don't know if Indiana Jones is in this game or not, because I haven't bothered to try to unlock him, but I remember spending so much time in free play in this game, flying around with Jango Fett, Boba Fett, just like, it's just a very fun game. The soundtrack's amazing. If you go to the settings and press mute, like mute the music, if you go to the Chuck, I need your help on this one. What's the do guys?
Oh, that I don't remember what it's called, but they're in the cantina.
The cantina band, yeah. So if you mute the music, they actually just like sit around doing nothing. But if you unmute the music, they play the song. I think that's cute.
That's actually amazing. Okay. Now, we go to Lego Indiana Jones, the original adventure in 2008. Now, this game I have played. Not all the way through, but I have played it.
Okay, so what's your thoughts on it then?
I'd put it at
C.
C. Yeah.
Okay.
I put it at C. Like I said, I didn't finish it. I enjoyed what I did play, but I didn't start playing Lego games like advently until like 2012 or 13, and they already had voice acting.
Yeah.
So any Lego game I played that didn't have voice acting when I was younger, I didn't like usually.
I was playing this game for the first time earlier with some friends. Here's my Steam. I only got 81 minutes into the game. So,
alright, guys, we'll take all of this.
That's not enough to dox me, I hope. This game was kind of fun. I liked the little puzzles that they had. I think this game deserves at least a B tier because you can throw chairs at Nazis.
Oh, okay, now B. I didn't even know you could do that. Yeah,
the DS game I've never played. This game is just super fun.
Next is Lego Batman, the video game. This game
Ooh.
I played on my DS. Ooh. It was the very first game I ever played on my DS. Okay? And I loved it. I actually beat it twice.
I've never played DS games, so this is your ranking right here.
This game is at minimum an A.
Okay.
But I would like to make an argument for it being in the most best tier.
Okay, you go for it.
And that argument is simply, when my DS broke, I cried because I couldn't play this game anymore. I didn't care that my DS broke. I just couldn't play this game. Not to mention, this game was the reason I never beat Lego Star Wars on the DS. Because I had Lego Batman and I played it more. Because the game was so good.
I'll give you the very top of A tier. I will give you the best of A tier.
Okay.
But not any higher than this. Now, for me, I remember playing Lego Batman on the Wii, and this is the very first gaming memory I have.
That game was so good.
I remember booting up this game in a hotel that, because, I mean, I was young, I couldn't buy myself a house. So, my dad I think he, bought a Wii on the trip or something. I don't remember the specifics, but I do remember a hotel, a Wii, Lego Batman, and before anything registered, before the boo-doo-doo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and then the classic intro, I remember level 1-1, my dad playing as Batman, and just the first thing he did was kill Robin by choice, and I thought that was really funny. That is the first gaming experience I have. But aside from just that, I think the visuals, the graphics are just very charming for the time. They try their best to be faithful to the animated series and also to the comics. They sadly did not have Red Hood as a character, and they never will, for it to get a continuous future, even in 3, which we'll be breaking later.
And the good thing with Lego Batman, right, is they started with Lego Star Wars, right? And then Lego Star Wars 2. And then Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, right? So it was only Star Wars, right? And then they went into Lego Indiana Jones because they had a deal with Lucasfilms. And that's why they had done all those. Then they got ballsy and decided, you know what? What if we make a Batman Lego game, right? Because why the heck not? And this game, the Lego Batman franchise as a whole, good. Is probably the best Lego franchise we have.
The most best Lego franchise, because not only
I would say
not only did this game just improve on the formula we already have, making more puzzles, making more levels that are more centralized to someone else that isn't just running and killing and getting your way to the end of the level. This game, or not this game, but another Lego Batman game we will talk about later, introduced voice acting to the Lego franchise, and Lego Batman 3 we'll talk about that later.
Yep. I'm pretty sure I knew what you were gonna say too. What do you want to put the Lego Batman, the hardcover, but it's not the DS version?
I think, you see,
because I'm good with A if you want to go A.
I was thinking either high A, around here or something, or high B, but I think it does deserve here.
I think it deserves A. I think it is great. It was great. Okay.
Very good.
Now, the next Lego game to come out being Lego Indiana Jones 2: The Adventure Continues in 2009.
I have not.
I have not played this game.
Never
So
played.
put it in never played. Put it in never
I do
played.
remember. If this makes it better, there used to be a website where it was this was a Lucas Arts website. I think this was before Disney bought Lucas. There's a website promoting this game, and they had like a little, I think they're like a little scavenger hunt thing, or it was like a little flash game that was in there. It was really cute, but I'm not counting it towards this game. It was just something I remembered.
No. Alright, next. Coming out in 2010 was Lego Harry Potter Years 1 through 4. This doesn't deserve anything higher than an F tier.
F?
I hate, and I will repeat that, I hate everything about the Lego Harry Potter games.
Even 5 to 7?
I personally have never played the Lego Harry Potter games all the way through. However, I have played them like with people, and everything like that. No, these games are trash. Worst Lego game of all time. Well, I take that back. No. There's another Lego game we're gonna talk about later on that is worse than these. But I don't like the Lego Harry Potter games. Some of it could be because I'm not a big Harry Potter person anyway. I think Harry Potter is a very overrated franchise. And I just think the way that Harry Potter was set up, with like there being 7 different movies. I don't care if people say there's 8. There's 7 different movies. They just split them into 2 parts. There's 7 different movies. And even though so the thing with the games is they were based off of the books, but we're using scenes from the movies, if that makes any sense, which made it very confusing with the actual story, because they do things that were done in the book that were never done in the movie, and so they just made things up completely. And if you didn't read the books beforehand, like I never have, you didn't know where in the story you were because it wasn't in the movie.
That's
right.
That would be fair.
When
you would get like split up in between like
from the
movies,
movies,
like Lego Star Wars was.
No. That's fair. But what I'm saying is, it's very easy with the Lego Harry Potter games, especially 1 through 4, to get mixed up with what year you're in, because of the fact that it's 1 through 4 on one disc. So it's the moment you beat 1, you go immediately into 2. The moment you beat 2, you go immediately into 3. The moment you beat 3, you go immediately into 4. So essentially, what it feels like is more of one giant Lego game trying to do 4 different stories at one time, rather than one game focusing on one story, right?
So,
and it's crazy.
We do have Lego games focused on one movie, and they were pretty bad. Spending a whole entire level to try to open a door in Lego Star Wars, the Force Awakens.
Okay, and I get that. I'm not saying like, well, the Force Awakens is just a bad movie anyway. So, but I'm not saying like spend time focusing on one movie. But I'm saying if they were going to do it, what they needed to either do was, I think what they should have done was, rather than making the first game years 1 through 4, make the first game years 1 through 2, second one 3 through 4, and then the last one 5 through 7. I think it would have made things easier to manage, or give you some kind of way to know your next thing. Because I know in the remastered versions for the PS4, which is the version I own, when you first launch the game, it asks you what year you would want to start. You click year 1. You start year 1. Once you finish it, it'll be like, okay, now you can move on to year 2. When the game first came out, it wasn't like that. You started the game from year 1, and you kept going until you were done with year 4.
So I see where you're coming from. And granted, I was never like a huge Harry Potter fan. I dressed up as Harry Potter for Halloween before. I don't know why. Um,
Who hasn't though?
who
Who
hasn't though?
hasn't though? Because like I've even done that.
But I do have to say, Lego Harry Potter. I don't know if it's 5 through 7 or 1 through 4 that is better than the other, because like kind of like what you said, it's most like a confusing mess. I don't know which game is which, but I did like running around in Hogwarts, like flipping over, like messing with the people and the paintings and stuff, seeing
I will
the ever changing stairs, say, whatever it's called.
Yeah. One really good part about the games was Hogwarts and the way the spells worked. Because that may have been I think that was the very first game we ever got it, but like the like circled like tile where you pick different options, and a lot of later Lego games, if you have a lot of characters, you do that in the middle of the level to switch your character. And you'll hold down the
You also do have to select items in some games.
That was good. Yeah, that was unique. I like that. Oh, like exactly. Like in Lego Lord of the Rings, that's what you do to select certain items and everything. That was good. That was unique. But that and the spells and and Hogwarts were the only two good parts about the game.
Okay.
To me, be like they would either be parts of like the movie or book that wasn't even like that in depth, that like you didn't need a level for it, that they gave a level for it. Like in the first movie, if you remember, or no, Chamber of Secrets, not the first movie, so that'd be the second one. When which was year 2, when Hermione takes the potion to make her look like a cat. That was something that she had done, right? She made that potion all on herself, off screen, everything like that. Drinks it, is a cat by accident, but it's glossed over, right? It's like, okay, I'm a cat for this long. You guys go down there, whatever. I'll meet you down there when it wears off, type of thing. You don't see her again until it wears off. However, in the Lego game, there is an entire level, right? So you spend helping her gather the ingredients to make the potion. Okay, she then makes it, drinks the potion, turns into a cat. Then the entire next level is you trying to turn her back into a human. And I'm like, why? Like, you added an extra level into a game for no reason when you could have just gone down. Yeah, exactly. You could have just gone down, like made that a cutscene or whatever. She turns into a cat. You then go down to the Chamber of Secrets, do your thing, and in the level after that, she's back as a as a human or whatever. No. So put it in F tier right now.
So
I'm willing to go D, but like low D.
I was gonna say, let's just like put our two together and make it a D. The DS game I never played. Lego Star Wars 3, I don't care what anybody said.
Okay, Lego Star Wars 3, the Clone Wars, the game in 2011. I've never played this.
S tier.
But I love the TV show.
This does
S tier.
The most best tier. It does copy a lot of the episodes from the show, like it's a trap guy, how he died by General Grievous, and then Saichi or whatever his name is had to go in and like. I love that level because like it's like a horror level, like everything's all dark. You're trying to run away from General Grievous and like try to find him and fight his clones. And then towards the end of the level, you can like you fight General Grievous. You throw a lightsaber at him. You force it back to you. You pick up his old lightsaber that he just dropped, and you are dual wielding lightsabers fighting General Grievous. That level is amazing. That level is awesome.
I agree. Never played it, but I do agree. That sounds sick.
I also love the episode, the level with Ahsoka and Anakin, where it's like 2 different levels happening at the same time. That's kind of cool. And then Ahsoka fights General Grievous, and then Anakin's remaking R2. That's the name, yeah. But not just like recapping the game or anything. I feel like the game has an okay story, but it's mostly everything that this game has done differently and creatively that makes it really good. Like, for example, you can find like little pieces of a figure all around the level, and if you collect every single piece of that figure for that one level, you can go back into like the pod room where like they're all in the liquid pods, whatever that is for some reason. And then it gives you a classic character from one of the older games. So you can get 2003 Darth Vader and fight him in this new graphics. It's so cool. You can fly. Okay, so there's ship combat in this game, like spaceship combat. It's really janky, but it's also kind of fun. Also, I feel like the main thing that does this game for me though is the character selection is so good, and there's so much to do inside of the hub world alone. So inside the hub world, you are inside one of the good guy ships, like the giant one that they like transport things in. You can go all the way to the launch bay of that ship, get into a smaller ship, fly to the bad guys version of that, but you need to be a bad guy or else they will literally shoot and kill you. And then you like unlock one of the ways to the left, and then once you do that, you can go into a bounty hunter room eventually. I don't remember exactly how to do it. And you can do bounty hunter missions for Boba Fett to unlock the bounty hunters as Lego characters. It's just, there's so much to do in that game. It literally takes you like 100 hours.
Yeah, that's like that's like it's definitely most best tier for sure.
It's like it's amazing. The graphics are also good. It's a Wii game. I got it on the Wii also. I beat it on Steam. The Wii version kind of sucks because it's on the Wii, but it's still kind of cute. Most best tier. The 3DS version. Have you played this one either?
I have not. No.
I played it once.
So here's the thing, right? So I had a DS my DS broke. My original DS broke before the 3DS
Launched?
even
Yeah.
came out. Like before they even announced that they were having it. And then I didn't get another DS until this past year.
Oh god.
So any Lego game that came out DS form, like that came out for 3DS, I've never played.
So I played this once at a friend's house, and it was wow. They actually put this game onto a 3DS. That's impressive how they did it. But they like locked it into like an angle, and it's so weird. Looking back on it, it's F tier.
Okay.
Have you played Lego Pirates of the Caribbean?
Okay. I was just about to get into that. Okay. I just like Harry Potter and Indiana Jones. I have not played this game all the way through. I also have not played this game on my own time. I've only ever played it with other people. However, this is the only game out of those two, like out of the three that I've played with other people, whatever, not on my own time, that I do one day want to go back and play on my own time and complete. Pirates of the Caribbean is my favorite movie franchise of all time. Such a good movie franchise. And this game, even though there is no voice acting in it, this game, because of Jack Sparrow being the kind of character he was in the movies, is very entertaining to watch when there is no voice acting, because it makes sense for Jack's character. Yeah. And so when you have a character like Jack's character on screen with a character like Will's character who's a lot more serious, it makes the game that much more entertaining to watch with like these cinematic cutscenes, because it's just because of that. It's so funny. I will play this game at one point. I enjoyed what little I did play of it with other people, and I am willing to put it no lower than.
I copy everything you just said, and will also add in the combat in this game is really good. It's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes, the combat. I forgot about that. The combat is fantastic.
It is so good. Like the boss fights are spectacular. I love the fight with Will Turner and Jack Sparrow. Yeah,
at the beginning of the game.
Fun.
Yep.
And not just that, like every character has like their own little cool thing that they can do. Like Jack Sparrow can like magnifying glass the ground and like find clues. Will Turner can like I think he can do wheels or something. I don't remember exactly. It's been a while since I played this game, but yeah, this game easy A tier, easy A tier.
Okay, I'm willing to do that. This game, how high of A tier are we gonna put it?
I think it might be better than Lego Batman 1.
That's fine. I never played Lego Batman. That wasn't
true.
on the DS.
It's better than Lego Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
The 3DS version I have
next
played
game,
and I think it's pretty good. It's okay.
I didn't know they had
it's
a 3DS
really good.
version.
It's really faithful. I remember this was my preferred version just because I was out a lot as a kid, so I can play this a lot. So it's a B tier.
Okay. Next game, also coming out in 2011, Lego Harry Potter years 5 through 7. Now, Lego Harry Potter years 5 through 7, I actually haven't played. I haven't seen anybody play it because I hated years 1 through 4 so badly, I never even wanted to touch 5 through 7. So I don't have a opinion on this game.
I don't remember anything about this game either, except for like the last few levels where Harry kills the giant snake with the sword and then fights Voldemort. But since it's like a Harry Potter and it's like Half-Blood Prince forward, is that right? I don't remember.
5 is Order
of the Phoenix.
Order of the Phoenix forward, yes. Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and then Deathly Hallows.
I think those are pretty good movies, personally speaking.
I do too.
But just because I think they're better movies than 1 through 4, I'm just gonna give it a little bit higher score because it still is just Lego Harry Potter, the DS version I never played. Just like Lego Harry Potter is an okay franchise. It's pretty good. It's just they could have done better with what they had.
I agree. Okay. Next, we get to one of, if not my all-time favorite Lego games. Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes is easily most best tier.
I was just about to say that.
Easily. Listen. This game and one other Lego game that we're going to get into in a little while were two of the very first games me and my brother ever got when we got our PlayStation 3. Okay? And we did nothing but play Lego Batman 2 and the other Lego game that we'll get to not long from now. If we were not playing one, we were playing the other, and vice versa. Okay? It is such a good game, right? Lego Batman 2 is the best Lego Batman game out of that trilogy of Lego Batman games. Out of the three we have. So good. The dynamic of adding the other superheroes in, so good. But what made the game better than any other Lego game up to this point is it is the first Lego game to introduce voice acting, which made the game that much more enjoyable.
This game's voice acting,
because they could actually write
voice acting
jokes.
Isn't just like clips pulled from other movies or things like other games were, like Force Awakens or like the Avengers games. This is for the game.
They legitimately sat down actors, gave them a script, and had them record voices for every single cutscene, every single idle animation for every single character, and for some of the bonus content in the game as well.
Not also to mention the hub world.
Oh my gosh. wasn't a super big hub world
It was pretty big.
compared to other Lego games. Well, compared to other Lego games,
Compared to other Lego games, it was pretty small. I'd say Marvel Super Heroes 2, or I think actually about it. But Lego Movie was also pretty big, I think.
Lego DC Supervillains also had a pretty big one as well.
I haven't played that one much, but I do remember it. Yeah.
I have played that one.
I think this game is probably one of the best games of all time. The open world is amazing.
I'd agree.
Not also to mention the story is cartoony and wacky in all the good ways.
It is, and that's the good thing about it, and that's one of the reasons why I love the Lego Batman trilogy as much as I do, is because before this, when you had games like Harry Potter and Star Wars and Pirates of the Caribbean and Indiana Jones, they were going solely based off of the movies they had before, off of the materials they had before, and just making a copy of those with the games, right? But Lego Batman 2, and we'll see eventually with Lego Batman 3, did their own thing completely, own storyline, everything, which made it more enjoyable because you didn't know what to expect. And that's ultimately the way they went with most of the Lego games afterwards, was that they wrote their own story and everything with it. And yeah, I mean, you do have some exceptions. But because of that, it just made the game so fun and enjoyable because you didn't know what to expect. I mean, I remember there was a level in the Lego Batman 2 that you were in like a subway or something towards the end of the game, and you were playing as like Superman and Batman, but Superman had been weakened by kryptonite, so he couldn't fly or anything. He could literally just punch, and he was super slow. That level, you remember how they played, right? That level was so good because it was like, oh, now we have to change the way we play because the two characters we're forced to play, being Batman and Superman, we can't because Batman's severely damaged. He doesn't have all of his equipment, and Superman has been exposed to kryptonite and is quite literally dying. So now they aren't as good, and it just made the game so enjoyable. Good.
And Lex Luthor being like one of the most threatening people of all time is still really awesome to watch. And also the Joker mech, just the Joker mech.
Yep.
This game is an easy most best tier. I don't think we can say enough to this game.
No, we could probably have an entire episode of just talking about that.
It probably will. I don't know. It's
anyway. Now to Lego Batman 2.
I like
for the DS.
Did you play it?
I did not.
I liked the you can pick any superhero you want and just fight a bunch of waves of enemies mode in the game. That's because that was the demo, and I had not played anything after the demo, but I really enjoyed the demo, so it's going to be under C for the demo. This also goes along with Lord of the Rings. I've only played the demo on the 3DS, so if you've played this game...
So, I have not once... So, Lego Lord of the Rings is one of the only Lego games I not only have never played, but I've never watched a playthrough of as well. It is a game I do want to play at some point. I think I really enjoy it. I just have never played it. I don't know anything about it. And the good thing about that is I watched the Lord of the Rings movies such a long, long time ago that I don't remember any of them. That like I could play Lord of the Rings game and treat it like a brand new game. Have so much fun playing it.
There's a funny meme that I'm going to put up on screen right now that I saw earlier today that I just want to send you. It's a Lord of the Rings meme. Did you see the Discord server earlier? Did you see the memes I posted?
In which server?
The Overwatch one that we have.
Oh, okay.
It's the
meme I have
on the bottom left that I posted. It's the Lord of the Rings one.
Who's that? Is that who I think it is? Is that Gandalf? No, I'm Mandalf, his brother. Just kidding.
You're so silly. That was really funny.
Oh, I got you pretty good.
Oh, hey guys.
Hey Frodo, what's going on?
Gandalf just told me he was Mandalf.
Oh, that is funny.
See, I told you, man. Give me a hug.
Frodo, what's going on in here?
Gandalf said he was Mandalf.
Oh, that's the funniest joke I've ever heard.
He's Gandalf telling his Mandalf joke again. Oh man, I laughed so hard the first time I heard that. Oh, did you hear it too?
Is someone telling jokes in here?
Yes, Gandalf said he was Mandalf.
It's kind of funny.
Bro. That is good. That's good.
And it goes on for like a whole minute. It's so
Yep,
hilarious.
yep.
I love that.
It's so funny. But anyway,
So just because of that,
just because of that one meme, you never play the game. It's at minimum a C.
at minimum a C. Yeah.
I've never played. I've never played the.
I never played it, but
I've
but
never
hey,
played the
Mandalf.
DS version either. Yeah, Mandalf, obviously.
I haven't played.
Okay. Next, we go into Lego City Undercover, released in 2013.
So now we are at the point where Lego games are starting to become like modern games.
Yes,
They
exactly.
are just like
This is at the point where
they are now becoming games.
This is at the
now.
point where they've become popular and they've started releasing one Lego game every single year, essentially.
For the better or worse.
Yeah.
And for Lego City Undercover,
So-
I think is for the better.
Really? So I've never played Lego City Undercover. But I have watched playthroughs of it. Like, not all the way through.
I have not played this game when it came out on the Wii U or the 3DS prequel, but I have played the Switch version that came out a few years ago.
Okay.
And I do think it is a really fun Lego game.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the best, but it is it's basically GTA Lite.
Yeah. I think the concept of it is a really cool. I think, it makes a lot of
really
sense.
cool.
I don't know much about the story.
Me neither.
I
Chase
do know that a
McCage's
man
fighting some bad guy.
I do know that a man has fallen in the river in Lego City.
Oh yeah.
I do know that. But this is another game. Lego City Undercover is another game that I haven't played. I want to play, and at some point probably will play. I just
Do you
don't
have a
know.
Switch?
I just don't know when.
Do you have a Switch?
I don't.
You don't?
Nope.
Damn, I don't think you can play it then. I think it's only on the Switch and Wii U. It might be on PS4, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
It
I'm
might
pretty
be
sure
on
it's on PS4.
PC.
I'm pretty sure it's on PS4.
Because I feel like they might have interdid the touchpad for the Wii U and 3DS, and that's why they couldn't bring it to current gen consoles for a while.
That's possible.
Because it was exclusive to those two.
Yeah.
But, okay, back to Lego City Undercover. This game, I feel like the concept of a Lego City game is already really cool. It could have been like Sim City, but they did it better.
The thing with Lego City, right, is Lego City, for those of you who aren't familiar with like the sets, I don't think they do it anymore, but for the longest time they have what
They
called
still do,
like,
I think.
well, yeah, but they aren't the same. They still have Lego Cities.
Yeah, they
sets,
aren't the same.
But they used to have them to where you could get Lego City sets, and they would all connect some way, shape, or form. Like you could get a set, called House on Fire or something like that, right? This is just an example. I don't know if that was an actual set, but you would get
It
that.
might be.
And what it would be is a house on fire. You would build it. It would come with people living in a house and one fireman. Okay. Then you could go out and buy a set that would be a sequel to the set, and that would come with the rest of the firemen, the fire truck, and everything. Yeah, I don't think so, but that is like the firehouse sort of thing. The way
I just searched it up.
Lego City was sick because every set they released for Lego City was essentially a sequel to every other set they released. They went together somewhat in form. And the good thing about it is you didn't have to have all of them to have a city, because you could build your city whichever way you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, they still have Lego City, but it's not exactly the same. It's not like I think it's like if you already have a pre-built Lego City that you've built in the past, you can get stuff to add on to it. But we aren't going to release
You
like
still there?
airports anymore or fire stations anymore, anything like that type of thing. It's just more of a Lego City. You buy it, have fun with it type of thing. But the idea of a Lego City game was cool because of the fact that
Do you see this Lego set? This is Lego City in 2023.
Yep.
This
That's
is.
what I mean.
That's trash. That is
I know.
trash.
It's terrible. But Lego City Undercover, I feel like, is all of that wrapped into like one good thing. Like I said, I've never played the game before, but it's definitely a game I would love to play.
And also, it takes the theme of Lego City having like every single occupation you can think of, and puts that into Chase McCage. Since Chase McCage is a cop, he can be an undercover cop as anything. He could be an oil man. He can be
a clown,
a rock star. He could be a clown. He could be a criminal who's in a jail cell trying to figure out some clues on a criminal.
I'm going to actually read you the bio for this game, right, on this website.
Okay.
A lot of fans seem to forget about Lego City Undercover, and that's probably because it started as an exclusive to the underperforming console, the Wii U. Those who have played it praise the game, calling it Grand Theft Auto of
I just
Lego
said
games.
that. Oh my god.
The first Lego game. The first Lego game in a while to focus on an exciting Lego brand instead of a movie or show. Lego City Undercover is a classic detective story following Chase McCain as he tries to stop the dastardly escaped convict Rex Fury.
That's him.
It may sound generic, but the open world shows that the TT games has only improved with the novel concepts. It's also one of the funniest games they've made, with some witty jokes and fun pop culture references.
This game, it is at least a B, but it is an easy S.
It's like I said, I've never played it, so like where you want to rank it, I'm fine with. But based off just based off things I'm hearing, yeah, I'm good with most best.
So what do you probably have to say about the prequel, the 3DS game?
I don't know anything.
Since it happened before, we're going to give it the score before, I guess. I don't know. Never played it.
Okay. Yeah, put it in.
Never played.
Okay. I didn't even know they had a
Lego.
Yeah, no,
there's even more down here, like Lego Rock Band that we're going to get to later.
Okay. So, do you remember earlier when I was talking about back when we had Lego Batman 2, how there was another Lego game that I played just
Lego
as
Marvel
much.
Superheroes?
Yeah, Lego Marvel Superheroes is that game. Not only have I beaten Lego Marvel Superheroes by myself, but I've beaten it with two different brothers and a friend of mine. Okay? I've beaten that game 4 times. And every time I play it, it's still just as fun as the time before.
Okay. I am very excited to see how you think about this game, because
have you played it?
Yes, I have, and it is one of my favorite Lego games of all time. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it is up there.
I would
like
agree.
Top 3.
I really want to, because of nostalgia, to put it with Lego Batman 2 in the most best tier. But I don't think it's Lego Batman 2 quality. Even though the hub world was fantastic.
There is a big problem I do have with the hub world, though.
It's fantastic.
It's a good hub world. There's nothing wrong with the world itself, aside from the fact that like it's just big New York City, basically. But the music in the open world, if you remember it, it is burned into my skull. It is so boring and bad.
Yeah, a big problem I had with the hub world as well, was the fact that none of the buildings were Lego.
That is a good point.
Like it made no sense, right? Like in Lego Batman 2, every building was Lego. It was made out of Lego. Looked like it belonged there. Lego Marvel Superheroes, they just animated New York City and stuck it in the game and then put Lego people around it.
I also hate how not even Stark Tower or Avengers Tower, I don't remember which one it is in this game. It's still Stark.
It's Stark Tower.
I don't like how
I believe
Stark Tower is like the center point of the map, even though it's just another building that you cannot go into. Literally, the only part that Stark Tower is useful for is getting the Hulkbuster by doing a little minigame on the top and getting like 17,000 coins. That's really it.
And like there was one level you do go into it, and it was like level 4 or 5, and you go into it, but you don't touch it ever again. It's not even brought up ever again. That hub world was sad. The story was really amazing.
Good.
I'm willing to put it at A.
I agree with you, but we also skipped over a big part of what makes this game really good, and that is the additional content and the Avengers helicarrier.
Yes, yeah.
Deadpool being every single level is, as like a background character, is really charming. I like how Stan Lee is like the most OP character in every Lego game. Cool. This game is just the best.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's definitely. Here's the way I say them, right? When it comes to Lego Batman 2 and Marvel Superheroes. Marvel Superheroes is definitely geared more towards kids, which is why I feel like they didn't spend as much time making all of New York City Lego-ized and everything like that, and why the game wasn't super overly difficult, as opposed to Lego Batman and Lego Batman 2 being still geared towards kids, but more geared towards older kids. Like they were, all Lego games were rated E10. But I had seen an article talking about how like the Lego Batman, Lego Batman 2 are rated E10, but should be rated more towards like, which should be geared more towards like 11 and 12, 13-year-olds rather than 9 and 10-year-olds like that would normally play a Lego game. Because just one, because Batman is just darker in general, but two, the game is just more difficult as a whole, and the story is darker and everything like that. It could be because it's a DC game, so they were just were doing it that way, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, both games were amazing. Also, so what are we gonna do with the DS version? Because I've also never played that version. Okay. Next is my all-time least favorite Lego game
I
of
thought you were
all
gonna
time.
say favorite for a second.
No, that is the Lego Movie video game that came out in 2014.
Damn.
This game was bad. It was garbage. It was terrible.
Just go for it. Just unleash everything. I don't like this game either.
This game, right? They said, "Oh, Lego Movie did so well. Let's make a video game from it," right? And I was like, "Oh, it holds so much potential," right? But it took what was good about the movie and just threw it in the trash can. And I was like, what? Like, the game, they had levels that made no sense. They had levels in that game that had nothing to do with the movie, had nothing to do with the story, and just felt like they needed something to fill a spot there because there wasn't enough stuff in the movie to actually make a game off of it.
This game sucks.
This game goes in F tier, and it goes at the bottom of F tier. Any other game that we put in F tier will be put above the Lego Movie video game because it's that bad.
Like, yeah, I can't even close to defend it. The 3DS and Vita versions suck. How about like a Hobbit? Okay, I have never played either, but I have heard good things about it. But that's not enough to list it.
No.
Lego Ninjago for the 3DS. Never played.
I haven't ever played that either.
Oh, that's not even the only Legos.
Okay. Now, we got Lego Batman
More like
3.
Lego Batman Mid.
Beyond Gotham 2000 came out in 2014, okay? This game had a lot to live up to because the first game was a certified banger. The second game is arguably the best Lego game to ever be created, okay? The third one had a lot to live up to, and it didn't.
Yes.
It didn't. I remember opening Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham in Christmas of 2014, a few months after it had come out. And my mom had bought it for me and my brother because of how much we played Lego Batman 2, how much we loved the game. So she bought it for us, being a nice mom, like moms do. I still, to this day, have never finished Lego Batman 3.
It's so bad.
That game was such an utter disappointment.
I remember
to the it's like it felt like, and they didn't do this, but it felt like they were trying to reboot the Lego Batman franchise and did it terribly. You know what I mean? Like even though it was meant to be a sequel to the second one, and they mentioned things happening in the second one, it just wasn't good. And I feel like the biggest problem with it was they tried to do too much. The game, the premise of the game, Brainiac being the bad guy and everything, was good. It was
fine.
Right? It was good. But they focused too much on going to the Green Lantern Corps planet, going to the Orange Lantern Corps planet,
unless you're like a comic book fan, this is just boring.
Exactly. It's just boring stuff nobody cares about. Me being a comic book fan, I did enjoy it. My biggest problem with the game was the hub world. Okay? Because not only was it cool that, okay, yeah, you can visit Gotham, you can visit all these different planets and everything, right? As a kid who played this game at my friend's house after he beat it, you have no idea how disappointed I was when I found out you could only drive vehicles on the planet of Oa.
The hell's Oa?
Okay? That is the Green Lantern.
What?
Okay? That is the only place you can drive vehicles at. You can't do it in Gotham, you can't do it in any other planet or anything like that. Meaning, if I am in Gotham, I have to run everywhere or get a flying character and fly. I can't hop in a car. Even cars that are like driving around, you cannot drive. I cannot, so unless I'm using a character with super speed or that can fly, it's gonna take me 20 years to get around.
Yeah, I remember when I got my PS3. My dad got it because I really enjoyed Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories on a Game Boy Advance emulator, and he thought that I would love Kingdom Hearts, so he got a PS3 and bought every single Kingdom Hearts game along with it. And the PS3 just happened to come with Lego Batman 3, and let me tell you, Lego Batman 3, out of the 13 games that was in the Kingdom Hearts collection, Lego Batman 3 was the most boring one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the story, like I said, the plan they had for the story wasn't bad. Yeah, I know. The execution for it was terrible.
Very
right?
bad.
They could not execute the game or execute the story for the game in a way that made the game fun. They could not. And
F-tier?
it was terrible. I say Lego Batman 3 is no better than D.
It goes in F. It goes in F.
Maybe
tier,
even
in my
F.
opinion. Never
Maybe
played the
even F,
3DS
yeah.
version. Never played this either.
I'm fine with that.
That game absolutely sucks. Now, want to talk about another garbage doo-doo game?
Lego Jurassic World is a game I forgot
did too.
existed because of how bad it was.
It wasn't even
right?
really the game's fault. I liked the Jurassic Park movies, like Jurassic Park Lost World, and Jurassic Park 3. But
Yeah.
the Jurassic World portion of the movie
game?
of the game absolutely
Of the game,
sucks.
yeah.
It's like just visual masterpiece.
Yeah, no.
I like how you need to like hide from dinosaurs while they're fighting. You gotta like break up the fight with like trees and stuff. But no, no.
Yep. Really, after 2013 and Lego Marvel Superheroes, the Lego games kind of dropped off.
There has been some
Because
very good ones.
They
but
went
yeah.
back. No, there has been, but it's because they went back to the let's make movie and TV show games now instead of doing their own thing that they were before, and it just didn't
and
execute.
the next few games that's gonna come after this is gonna show that they knew. But
yeah.
no, this is
Next.
F.
Oh, are you ready to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's F as well. No, it doesn't go. It does not go. There you go. Yeah, Lego Movie is the lowest F out of all of them. Is Lego Dimensions the next one to come out?
Looks like it is. Does it tell you on your list?
Well, I'm looking on this list. It does look like this list doesn't have Lego Dimensions on it. So yeah.
Damn.
It is the
Okay.
next one to come
Have
out.
you played?
Lego Dimensions? I've never played on my own time all the way through, but I have played with people. That game is fun.
Okay. So here's the thing I have. Here's the thing I have with Lego Dimensions.
So,
it's a fun game.
okay.
It's a really good game. My only problem is how expensive it is. It's already like $60 to get the whole entire set, which is fine. Yeah, sure. But
I agree.
It is how most levels are locked behind the paywall of buying the Lego set, like the Ghostbusters 2016 movie.
That was my biggest problem.
It was so bad with that.
Yeah. My biggest problem with the game was, and as bad as it sounds, and this is what hyped the game up, the Skylanders aspect.
The Toys to Life
of the
ruined
game,
it.
Right? That being said, yes. Well, here's the thing. I thought it would have been perfect.
It would have been.
Toys to Life. I said, oh, cool, and everything. But here was my problem with it. Skylanders, when they did the Toys to Life thing, they already had a set story that was set from beginning to end. Didn't matter what Skylanders you were using or anything. You could play the game from beginning to end and enjoy it. Lego Dimensions actually required you to go out and buy certain characters and vehicles in order to progress through the story. I remember my friend had gotten this game. He got home from school and he had played it. I got into his house a few days later, and I was like, "Oh, we should play Lego Dimensions," because I hadn't played it yet. And he's like, "Oh, I can't." And I said, "Oh, why not?" He said, "Oh, because I'm waiting for, I think it was Marty McFly or something." He said, "I'm waiting for Marty McFly to arrive in the mail so I can play the next part of the game."
It's so bad.
And I was like, "What?" I'm like, I understand, they want to do okay, you're jumping through different universes.
It's cool.
That's cool. But allow us to go to the Back to the Future universe without having to have Marty McFly or Doc Brown there, right? Allow us to do it, and then and then we can buy them at a later time if we want to collect
And
all.
then even
Don't force us to have to buy the character just to do
and
that
also,
part of the
there's a
story.
whole entire like story expansion ones that changes how your portal looks. And then I remember there's a Sonic one. There's a Sonic the Hedgehog one, which was the first Sonic the Hedgehog Lego set ever. And if
Yeah.
you loved Sonic the Hedgehog, you would need to buy this Dimension set just to get the Sonic minifigure. And how they locked Sonic behind the paywall, it's so bad. And I do agree with you on that. Why can't the story mode just be the story mode? You get the three characters you have. I think it's Wildstar, Gandalf, and Batman that you start off with. And why not just beat the game with those characters and then go ahead and get more like stuff.
And then later on, buy more stuff if you want, or even go through the majority of the story right there, and when we get bored of playing as those characters, go out and buy it later. Right? Not force people to have to buy it. Because of that, I say the game is a C.
It had a lot going for it, but the price tag really.
I'm only saying C because the concept of the game was cool and it was fun, right? But the pros do not outweigh the cons, and that was bad. That was terrible. It was not a good game. It was absolute booty.
So, have you played Avengers? Lego Avengers.
So, once again, this was another one of those games. So, most of the Lego games I played with people. I've never played them actually on my own, right? The ones I played on my own are the ones I'm super passionate about. I've played Lego Avengers with friends and everything. I actually helped one of my friends pretty much unlock every character after the game is beaten and all that. But as far as like levels and everything go, not really. I know pretty much the premise of the story.
So I have never played this game.
And all that.
Is this just a rehash of Avengers Phase 1 to Age of Ultron, or is this just Age of Ultron?
I'm trying to remember. I want to say it's just Age of Ultron.
That's like the worst one.
I want to say it's just, but like I said, I haven't played the story from beginning to end, so it's very possible it's not. But I do want to say it is Age of Ultron. I think there's a little bit like they have comic book characters and suits and everything and thing to collect and all that. But story wise, I believe it's just Age of Ultron. I think this was
after when Disney lost the rights to X-Men and Fantastic Four, so they couldn't even play as those characters in this game.
Yeah.
Just personally, I didn't play it, but
the game wasn't terrible. I'll give it that. Like, the game, I'd say, is probably high C, low B. Like there was enough post game content to do to have fun with the game and everything. And like I said, I haven't played through all the story to actually give you like how good the story actually was. I just know, and the hub world was super cool. Once again, they did the whole we're gonna just animate New York City instead of making it into Legos. The music was a bit better. It was bigger and everything, and it was super fun. I'll give it the game was super fun. It wasn't on the Lego Marvel Superheroes level. But it wasn't a terrible game. Now, next would be Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. I have never played this. And I never will play this.
When Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga was coming out, I set aside a lot of time to replay almost all of the Lego Star Wars games. I have not went much past Lego Star Wars 2. I have beaten 1, 3, and the complete saga. But that also does include The Force Awakens. And, tell me how many levels you think this game has. And may I remind you, this is just The Force Awakens. This is not the future trilogy. This is just the one movie.
I don't know. I'd say the average Lego game has between like 10 and 12, maybe sometimes more depending on the game. I'd say maybe like 15.
From my memory, this game has 17 levels.
17 levels just for the Force Awakens.
Force Awakens, and guess what? One of them is literally trying to open
Bro.
the front door.
That's
this game,
gay.
aside from the lightsaber combat, which is sometimes fun, it sucks because the thing I also hate about this is you know how some Lego characters has a gun, but then they also have like a lightsaber sometimes. In this game, it prefers the gun, even when they are both mapped to the same button. You will most time, it will sometimes stop your combo right in the middle of your second attack just to shoot the enemy, and it's so bad. It's not even close to fun.
Yep, it goes in F, but it's not worse than Lego Movie.
Yeah.
In front of it.
Nothing's worse than that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, so the next Lego game to have come out after The Force Awakens was 2017, and that was, let me pull that up, give me 1 second. That was another Lego game that a lot of people always forget exists, and that is no, that is a game known as Lego Worlds.
Oh, Lego Worlds was that one? Okay.
Have you played Lego
I have
Worlds?
a little bit, and I did not like it. What about you?
You didn't like it.
Okay.
I did like it.
So,
But I've also always been one of those people that like enjoyed playing
I do
sandbox
too.
games.
This one was very confusing, and I couldn't get into it, so I stopped like 10 minutes in. So I don't really have an experience.
I will say Lego Worlds didn't have a story, at least the one that I remember. It was essentially more of you can build whatever you want whenever you want type of thing. The game was fun if you were playing with other people. By yourself, it got
Tedious?
boring.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of people were comparing it to Minecraft when it first came out. Okay, yeah, I'm actually read you this bio, okay? Probably sick and tired of having their brand compared to one of the most popular games on the planet. Lego Worlds is absolutely Lego's answer to Minecraft. In a lot of ways, it's the most creative and open TT games has ever made. Was a huge and vast
Production?
I don't know what that word is. It's procedurally guaranteed. Procedurally generated world with numerous biomes, all of which can be destroyed, built, and edited in several ways. The game faced some criticism for the clunky controls, but there are still tons of collectibles to collect and characters to unlock, and still make it feel like a Lego game. Okay. Lego Worlds is a game that if you were like, I want a game where all I can do is build and collect thousands of things, thousands of characters, it's the game for you, right? If you want a Lego game to have a story, it's not the game for you. And I feel like that's kind of what a lot of people were expecting with Lego Worlds. I feel like a lot of people with Lego Worlds were expecting a sandbox game kind of like Minecraft, but still had a storyline around it, but you just used sandbox elements to help, progress through that. And it didn't have it. Because of that, I say the game's a D. Yeah, D,
you
maybe
were
C.
hyping up so much only to give it a D. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd say it's better than Lego Star Wars Game Boy.
Okay. But it's not Lego. It's not better than either Lego or Harry Potter. Move it in front. I mean, it is better than both.
I mean, if you think so, yeah, I don't have an opinion on this.
Well, yeah, because I just hate both Lego Harry Potter games. The next Lego game to come out in 2017 is the Lego Ninjago movie video game.
So I wanna hear if you played this first.
I've
okay.
never played this game. Okay. I hated the Lego Ninjago movie.
I have never seen it, but okay.
Well, okay, here's the thing, right? This movie had so much hype around it because of the TV show
Which was
that
really
came on
good.
Cartoon Network. The TV show was so good. Yeah, exactly. This movie was that TV show if they had 2-year-olds writing it. Okay? The humor was pretty much your mom jokes, poop jokes, pee jokes, and like a bunch of like non-funny
That's hilarious.
things like that. And then Jackie Chan played Sensei Wu. Yep, he voiced Sensei Wu. Lord Garmadon was an idiot. Zane was an idiot. Lloyd was kind of an idiot. Kai was stupid. Cole was stupid. Jay was more than of an idiot than he normally was in the TV show. And they made Nia such a big feminist, her character wasn't even entertaining.
Okay. But that's...
Yep. Because of that, because of the movie being so bad, I'm going to give the game a D.
So, but you
Maybe
haven't
F.
played the game. I am going to give you some... What's the word? I'm going to give you a surprise. This is probably one of the best Lego games ever. Yes.
What?
This game has an amazing open world. This game has parkour elements that like you can like glowing objects. Since you're a ninja, you can like jump and stuff. You can do your spinjitzu, which is really cool. The combat is super fun. The level, okay, literally, there was no opening level in this game. The opening level is, you are Lloyd, and Sensei Wu is teaching you the new the new combo system in this game. He's teaching you how to play it. This is not a Lego game. This is an action game with Lego elements.
So what it sounds like is this game is the Lego Ninjago movie, but actually good.
I haven't seen the Lego Ninjago movie, but from what you say, yes.
The only good thing the Lego Ninjago movie had going for it was that it was funny. The plot
cool
was
thing
terrible.
about this game also is you can go and unlock the older characters, so you can play as like classic Kai and classic Jay.
What do you want to put it at?
Like, next to Pirates of the Caribbean in A tier is pretty okay.
Whoa! I ain't willing to go that high. I'm willing to go like high C. Maybe low B, but like if it's in B, it'll be the lowest game in B.
Fair enough. It's still very high on the chart though, so I'm happy.
Alright. The next game to come out, being released in 2017 as well, is Lego Marvel Superheroes 2.
So,
have you played this game? Not all the way through, but I have played it. I played a good bit of the levels in this game.
We're in the same boat then.
I played the open world in this game. And from the little bit of this game I have played and the little bit of the game I've watched on YouTube, this game is the Lego Batman 2 of the Lego Marvel superheroes games, right? I'm not willing to put it in most best tier because I haven't played it all the way through, so I don't know. But this game is a high A tier.
It is probably one of the greatest games to come out.
This game was like, you know what? Lego Batman 2 is the greatest Lego game in the history of Lego games. We're gonna do that again.
The Avengers game, yeah, just ignore it. This is the new 2.
Yeah, exactly. This game was good. As a matter of fact, funny story. So this game came out in 2017, and I had asked for it for Christmas. Okay. My mom got confused and bought me the first one instead. But the first one was such a good game, I wasn't complaining. I just played the first one through and never told my mom. I was like, "I fine.
It's
still a
still
good
one
game.
of the
So I'll
greatest
play
Lego
it."
games ever.
I told her like later on that like, hey, yeah, this is like the wrong game. But like I wasn't upset. She's like, "Oh, do you want me to take it back?" I said no. I said I'll keep it. I'll play it because I played the first Lego. I played Lego Marvel Superheroes to begin with on the PS3 along with Lego Batman 2. Played both on the PS3. I then had a remaster of it for for the PS4. Just as good.
Have
just
you
as
played
good.
the Lego Marvel collection that they made? There was a I have not either, but there was a collection that bundled all 3 games together in one case. I don't know if it's one disc.
Yes.
But I do know it is all 3 games in one.
I think it's kind of like the Harry Potter games where like you boot it up and it lets you pick what game you want to play through.
But even still, it's like 2 of the greatest Lego games ever, and then Avengers.
Yep.
Yep. This game.
Okay. Have you ever played Lego Incredibles that came out?
I played it, but not enough to say I have played it. So I will put it.
I got this game for my birthday a few years back. I think maybe even up 2018, because The Incredibles is one of my all-time favorite movies of all time. And I was like, you know what? It's sick. This game is so weird. You play through both the first Incredibles and the second Incredibles. However, you play through the second Incredibles first, then play through the first one. I heard about that afterwards.
So stupid.
Not to mention, this game is less of Lego Incredibles and more of Lego Pixar, because there's such a little amount of characters in the Incredibles that like
what do you mean
that you can actually unlock.
What do you mean? You got
that like
they got Frozone.
They let you unlock
Frozone
like
again. You got Frozone a third time.
they let you unlock characters like Mike Wazowski, Sullivan from Monsters and Inc. Lightning McQueen. I think you can unlock Mater. And then
so
other characters.
This is where Disney Infinity 4.0 went.
Yeah. I've never played this game all the way through. I played like the first 2 levels and have not touched it since. This game is the Lego Movie video game if it was
good
Pixar, but a little bit better.
I've always meant to come back to, but just haven't.
I wouldn't honestly, but like I said, I also haven't beaten it, so maybe it's good later on. I'd say like F or D, either low D or high F.
Okay. But, yeah, sure, high F.
Okay. The next game. Have you played Lego DC Super Villains?
I have. I played it for about 5 hours, and I really enjoyed it.
This game is what I consider to be the real Lego Batman.
That's fair, because the old one sucked.
This game, so good. Especially when we've gotten like mediocre Lego game after mediocre Lego game. Like, I mean, I guess Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 was good. You say like, Lego Ninjago was good. Amazing. But like Lego Worlds we had gotten, Force Awakens we had gotten, everything like that. But like we had gotten a bunch of mediocre games and a few good games spread in between. This game, Lego DC Super Villains, not only was it the very first game that introduced character creation, and when I say that, I mean like you start the game off by creating
your own
character,
and you start off the game fighting Nightwing and Batgirl, and it's so cool.
Not only that, the story is mind-blowing. Okay. But so I don't know. You said you haven't played the game. Have you? You said you haven't played the game.
I barely played the story mode. I think I played like 3 or 4 levels and then open world it.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you exactly what this game is, because this game, whoever wrote this game deserves a raise. Okay. You start out, you make your own supervillain, right? You're recruited by Joker and all of them and everything like that, right? Well, then the Earth 3 Justice League, known as the Justice Syndicate in quotation marks, they come to Earth 1 to help Earth 1, right? However, you actually find out that the Earth 3 Justice League, now if you're familiar with the comics, you know that in the Earth 3 version of the DC Comics, all the good guys are bad guys and all the bad guys are good guys.
Most of that I couldn't hear because your Discord was out. Okay.
Well, I'll start over then. So, you create your own character, recruited by Joker and all of them. And I think it's like level 2 or 3. You meet what's known as the Justice Syndicate. And they're a group from Earth 3. Okay. Now, if you know anything about the comics, you know that Earth 3 in DC is known for being the opposite. So every hero from Earth 1 is a villain on Earth 3, and every villain in Earth 1 is a hero on Earth 3.
Isn't that where the zombie people come from?
How? No. That's Earth, I think 68 or 69, something like that. But this group comes in. They're working for a guy whose name is Darkseid.
I love Darkseid.
And their goal is, they actually succeed at the goal. They trap the Justice League. And then kind of pretend they are the Justice League because Darkseid sent them to Earth 1 to find something he needs to rule the entire world. But with the Justice League there, they'll get caught. So they kidnap them, kind of trap them, send them away, whatever. And now they're posing as the Justice Syndicate, a fill-in Justice League group until Justice League gets back to, to give them time to find this thing. Well, in the mission that this all happens in, Harley Quinn happened to see everything and knows that these guys are not good, right? So the villains decide that, hey, the only people that are allowed to kill the Justice League or destroy or defeat our villains is us, and nobody else is allowed to do it. So they decide that they are going to rescue the Justice League for the sole purpose of being able to defeat the Justice League one day. Okay? Wait. Here's the thing. No, it gets better. Okay? So you go through, the first part of the game is you going through recruiting a bunch of different people. So, at first, it's you, Joker, Lex Luthor, a couple other, lesser known bad guys that are in the game, but not, like super good. You do get to play as them or whatever. But you go through, you recruit like Reverse Flash, General Zod, Sinestro, a couple other like bigger named villains and everything. Then you go through, you go through all that and everything. Now here's the thing. You defeat Darkseid.
What?
Halfway through the game. He is not the true villain of the game.
Elaborate.
So, you go to defeat Darkseid to get the Justice League back. Okay, you defeat Darkseid, get the Justice League back, defeat the quote unquote Justice Syndicate, and everything like that. You think you win. However, the entire time from from level 1 until the final level, you have been played by Lex Luthor himself. Everything that happened in that game was a ploy for him not only to get your character, which has what's called, I think, like the anti-life equation, something in him, which is what gives him powers, but to also get his hand on the actual weapon so he can rule the world, right? What ends up happening is now the villains are upset that they've been double-crossed by Lex Luthor, and the Justice League are upset that now they have to fight Lex Luthor, that you band together and fight Lex Luthor at the end as the main
that is so cool.
enemy of the game. Listen, but here's the thing. After you beat the game, you actually get to make a choice with your character, right? So because the heroes kind of helped save the world, essentially, it's the villains, the Justice League kind of recognizes them with, like, not going to say medals of honor, but medals of some sort, because they helped, save the world, essentially. Without them, the Justice League would have been wiped out and Darkseid would have taken control of everything. Your villain, at the end, gets a proposal from the Justice League is like, hey, since you don't really have memory or anything, and you were kind of forced to be a villain by the villains when they found you, and everything you did that was bad, you didn't really have a choice to do, we'll let you join us if you want, right? So at the end, you legitimately can choose if you want to be a superhero and be part of the Justice League, or stay a supervillain and be part of the
That
Legion
is
too.
so cool.
The game is so good, okay? It is, I think, probably most
Okay,
best
yeah,
tier
sure, I'm down.
worthy.
That story was enough to sell me.
You need to play the game.
Okay,
You need to
I'm
play
gonna
the game.
hop on my PlayStation after this.
If you have a PS4, do you own it on a PS4?
PS5. Ooh.
Oh shoot. Okay, yeah. No, you need to play the game. The game, so good. The game is, I love the game. And then the open
It's so
world
good.
hub, fantastic because you go through Marvel. You go through DC and Metropolis. So many unlockable characters and vehicles and everything. That game is amazing. It's really.
I also love how
really,
like the
really good.
police work as like an endless wave, like as GTA does. It's like GTA light again, but it makes more sense because you're a villain.
Yeah. Yep. That game is so good.
No,
That game's so good.
now-
Next, we have the Lego
Time
Movie
to get to
2
one of the
video
best
game.
games, and now time to get to one of the worst games. Lego.
Like I said, I've never played this game.
So here's the thing. Neither have I.
I'm assuming,
but
mainly
I have
because
never heard good things.
I've never played it. No, see, I actually did not hear about this game until recently. I didn't know this came out. I haven't even seen a playthrough of this game. There's a guy I watch on YouTube he does a lot of different type of games. But whenever a new Lego game comes out,
Isn't
he
he-
always be sure to cover it.
Who is
I
it?
don't think
No, that's not who I
Blitzwinger?
watch.
I've never seen him once cover Lego Movie 2 video
It's
game.
just because Lego Movie 1 video game was so bad, and they were like, hey, let's do that again, but with the girl Legos now there's like, the Lego dolls? It's basically, it's the same game basically as the old one, goddamn hiccups, but it's not really like much of a story. It's kind of like a mixture between Lego Movie, the video game, and Lego Worlds, from what I can gather. But it also puts in like more of the Lego doll.
It's a mixture between what you.
Lego
You cut
Worlds
out.
and Lego Movie.
Oh no, it's bad.
From what I
putting
can
that-
gather, I don't know if all that's true, but that's all I can get.
Is it worse than the first Lego Movie video game though? That's the question.
Let's move on, because I have no clue. And time to get
Okay.
to possibly have you
Okay.
Have you played this?
I have not played the Skywalker, the newest
newest
Skywalker
game.
saga being the newest Lego game,
Have you
newest Star
seen a
Wars Lego
playthrough?
game and everything like that. I have not played it. I have
Okay.
not. However, I do know this game was extremely hyped. I've heard
You
nothing
are
but good things
missing
about
out
it.
by not playing this or watching this. This game,
I am willing to put this game in the most best tier.
it deserves it. So basically, what this game does is it takes every single Lego. It's not even a remake of the Skywalker saga. The clone. I mean, bleep that out. It's not It's not a complete saga. It wasn't a remake of the complete saga as I thought. What this is every single Star Wars movie now has a Lego version of it, and they all play the exact same, but it never gets boring.
Yeah.
It's just it's hard to explain because it's
If
Lego
I
Star Wars.
ever
but
played
still.
Lego Star Wars, like if I ever found a way to play it or whatever, whether I can find it on Steam or not, I would just skip, Lego Star Wars 1, Lego Star Wars 2, everything like that, and just play the Skywalker Saga, probably. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely most best too, I think.
You you do you have like what do you play video games
Well,
on?
mainly my PC now, but I do have a PlayStation.
Is your PC like powerful?
I mean, it's a laptop. So
Oh, okay. Then it probably cannot run this
I don't know,
game.
because I bought this laptop for my best friend and he modified it a lot. Like, it has a really good graphics card. It has like, I think like 32 gigs of RAM,
That's actually really
something
good.
like that. So like it may be able to. I can run Sea of Thieves really well, and I don't know if you've ever played Sea of Thieves, but you need a lot to run that
Yeah.
game. And I can run that without lag at all.
So this game might be able to run, but the thing is that this is not like any other Lego game where it's like a goofy little cheap game. No, this thing has budget.
Really?
This game is probably this game plays like no other Lego game. You need to look at like you need to look at gameplay of it.
That makes sense because there was 3 years in between the that game, the Skywalker Saga, and the game before it being Lego Movie 2. And before that, they were releasing 2 games within the same year, or like 1 year apart, right? So the fact they have 3 years back to back really shows that they took the time to develop and make a good game. Also, the stream cut out again. It's just a black screen.
The stream cut out again.
Are we going to rank these other games at the bottom as well?
Yeah, sure. They're fast little
Okay.
games. So have you played Guitar Hero or Rock Band or
Nope.
anything like
I didn't
that?
even know that was a thing.
Okay, so Guitar Hero and Rock Band are really fun games. Like a plastic guitar, hit the chords to it. It's really fun and addictive. This is just that, but Lego. I'd say it's an easy D tier.
Dang,
For the
it's
DS
better than
version.
both Lego Movie games. Holy cow!
It doesn't take much.
Yeah, you're right. It actually does. Considering the fact that those like the worst games out of everything we have on this list. So
I played a little bit of this when I was younger.
I haven't played any of that actually.
But
I actually forgot we put
pretty
Lego Batman
high
3 in
F.
F. It's
Yeah,
pretty
I do too.
deserving. It's pretty deserving.
I
but
thought it was somewhere around here.
I did too.
Lego Battles never
Oh
played.
no,
Lego
you
Friends
switched
never-
it. You switched it because the first Harry Potter should be an F, and it's in D.
No.
So yeah. It was
No,
an F.
because Hogwarts. No. It wasn't an F.
Yes, it was.
We agreed on D because Hogwarts is so good.
Oh yeah, you're right. But okay, never mind. I mean,
So
I'm not
this-
upset that Lego Batman 3 is in F tier because that game wasn't good.
It was not good, but I was not expecting it to be that low either.
I mean, we can move it up to D. I mean, we can like make changes if we want to now, but
Okay,
I-
Is there anything you want to move then?
I think we can move Batman 3 to like D. Everything else I think is probably fine where it is. Honestly,
Yeah.
honestly, like
The never played most of them should probably be around A tier.
that's true. But
B
most of
tier.
but if you actually look at like all the never played, they're all just DS versions of the game. So if you want
except
to,
for like
if you want
these
to,
three.
if you want to, realistically, we could take like the DS version to for Batman 3, for example, and just put it in the same tier as the other things, and it's just the same game.
I mean, I could put this like around here since I have played a little bit of it and it's just basically a complete saga. These games I don't feel comfortable ranking, and the rest of this is just DS games.
Yeah. I like this.
Put that over there.
Yep, I actually really like this. I do really like this.
This is a good tier list.
Alright,
This is now the best Lego tier list of all time.
This is the most best Lego tier list of all time. You'll never see a better Lego video game tier list ever.
This is the most accurate Lego tier list of all time. If anybody disagrees with it, you are just factually incorrect.
Yep. And this is the most best.
This is the most best.
Nothing can be better or more. This is also the most best accurate.
The most best accurate on the most best podcast. You will only find it the most bestly here.
Yeah, everything that we do here is the most best. You'll never see anything better.
You will never.
No, never. But that's probably where we're gonna end it here. This is literally going to be our longest video yet, or longest episode yet.
It's probably gonna be our longest video for a while.
Yeah, for a while, honestly.
It's almost 2 hours.
I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope, if you guys don't agree, well, that's your problem.
Skill issue.
Yeah, it's just a skill issue. Make sure you guys, you guys can comment if you like. We try to read all the comments every time. It's not hard because we're only averaging 2 comments an episode. We will like them, and we will reply if we are bored enough to reply. But if you guys would like to see us rank anything else like this, let us know. We have other things planned, but yeah, definitely let us know. Trying to
give us any topic suggestions in the comments, and we will add it to our pile.
Yep. Hope you guys enjoy. Press subscribe.
Subscribe.
Like,
hit the
bell.
Hit the bell.
Tell your parents,
share.
Your siblings, your grandparents, your friends, your classmates, your co-workers, your dogs, your cats, your goldfish. Tell them all about this podcast. It is truly the most best.
You can't forget the dust mites.
Oh yeah, all the dust mites.
Yeah.
And if you tell anybody, you will become most best automatically. Just automatically.
Yeah, you are the most best fan, and you will become the most best if you share.
Yep.
Well, with that, I think it's time.
Till next week. See you guys
Till
later.
next week. Bye. That was so good.